You guys already know what time it is. I haven't done one of these in. It's really been almost a full month. Ain't no way it's been a month since I've had a Victory Monday live stream. My God, dude. I mean, it was the Raider game. Has it really already been a month? Over a month? Damn. Wow. Let me just check something real quick here, and then we can really lock in for this Victory Monday gloat session. Because you bet your butt I am going to talk ish. Ah. All right, come on, ESPN. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. All right, well, that loads up. You already know what time it is. What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've done one of these, right? But yeah, it's Monday, coming off a win. And of course, if you're reading this, Cleveland won yesterday. Which, yeah, the game really wasn't flashy. I think the game itself was as ugly as the weather. But the Browns pulled it off. 13-6. And in our 4 wins, we've allowed 10, 6, 10, 6. So yeah, 10 or less points and we win. That's actually insane and kind of funny at the same time. All right, but yeah, I see my guy Jacob is in the chat. Yo, GG's. Was not watching the game with Browns fans. Shit was embarrassing. I can imagine. I mean, Browns fans on Twitter and even some people in the media were like, it seemed like the Steelers were focusing more on preventing Myles Garrett from breaking the record than actually trying to win the game. They cared more about not having the record broken against them than winning the game. That is actually the first time we've beaten Aaron Rodgers, I think, too. Yeah. We haven't beaten the Packers in God knows how long either. Aaron Rodgers, yeah, he went 21 of 39, 168 yards, and no touchdowns. That's a rarity. We've done that twice now, I think, where we have not allowed a touchdown. Yeah. Now, one other thing we got to talk about, the fact that the Browns are 6-1-1 at home against the Steelers since 2018. And we've won 4 straight home games. Oh, that's crazy. Never thought I'd see the day where they can't beat us at home. But yet we can't beat them in their place either, so it's just funny how that works. You could just guarantee a split every year until something changes. And we also got an update on the game for this upcoming Sunday. Week 18, Browns Bungles, 1 p.m. Sunday, January 4th. Myles Garrett's last chance to surpass the single season sack record. And now he's facing the team that he has notoriously bullied since he's come into the league. So, Joe Burrow, better be ready, buddy. Someone actually said on Twitter, God, my nose is itching like crazy right now. I think there's some inside. Hang on. But people are actually saying that they have a theory that Joe Burrow is gonna he's gonna Brett Favre it. Like if Miles is getting close to him and there's nobody open, he's just gonna fold like a lawn chair. He's gonna go, ah! He's gonna Brett Favre it. I don't think so. Knowing Joe Burrow, he's gonna try to run away from him. Knowing Zach Taylor, he's gonna have Joe Burrow standing in the pocket like a dang freaking mannequin, just like what Pete Carroll did with Geno, which is a bold strategy. And hopefully it doesn't pay off for him if they do that. Oh man, but I cannot believe it's already the last week of the year coming up. It's really insane to think about. It feels like I should be sitting right here, getting ready to do my week one preview. You know, talking about how we're going to smoke the Bungles week one with Joe Flacco. And now, Shador Sanders is starting and we're facing Joe Burrow. Bungles opened up at a 7.5. Well, no, they opened up at 7-point favorites. They're now 7.5-point favorites. Not surprising. Yeah. Of course, they'll be fully loaded and everything. They're not resting anybody. Browns, they're probably going to have the same squad that they had this past week. Yeah. Every week, every time I look, someone new was getting hurt. Freaking pissing me off. What's up, Michael Yoder? But yeah, it's actually funny too how the Steelers thought it was a good idea to throw at Denzel Ward not once, not twice, but essentially 3 straight times with the game on the line. Like, you can do that when you got DK Metcalf. Why are you throwing at Denzel Ward with Valdez Scantling? Come on. Denzel is literally like a top 10 corner in the league. I almost said country. He's a top 10 corner in the league. Pro bowler. At his best, he covers everybody. He's like a blanket. I mean, when our dudes are healthy, it's like, who do you throw at? Denzel Ward or Tyson Campbell? By the way, has Greg Newsome even done since the trade? Let's see what he's done because I'm curious. I asked the people in my stream and nobody really knew. See what he's done. Surely he's, balled out, right? Because surely he needed a change of scenery, right? So with Jacksonville, okay, here we go, right here. 1 interception in 10 starts, 6 passes defended, 28 combined tackles, and that's about it. Now, let's take a look at Tyson Campbell. By the way, Tyson Campbell does have, I think, a few years on his contract, so that's probably the most, the best thing about getting him. You'll have him for at least another couple years. He has started every game. He has a pick for a touchdown, pick 6. And yeah, he's been great. I mean, of course, teams just don't go his way often because, they just bully whoever's in the slot or they test their luck with Denzel, which is stupid if you ask me. Why would the hell would you do that? Yeah, the pick six happened in his second ever game as a Brown with against Miami. It happened on a tip pass. You know what? Let's take a look at this too from Greg. Let's take a look at tackles, right? Because one thing about him, he wasn't a great tackler. He focused more on his dance moves than his tackling. So here's his number of tackles, right? Combined, assists and solo. Since he joined, zero in his first game with the Jags. 2, 3, 7, 1, 1, 0, 5, 5, 3, 1. So he's not really getting a lot of tackling opportunities. Tyson Campbell, well, he has a tackle at least. He has at least one tackle every game with the Browns. 5, 2, 5, 5, 3, 10. 7 solo tackles against the Raiders. 6, 3, 5, 2, 4. You know why? Because Jim Schwartz knows how to use a guy like him. He's got him. He's flying to the ball, making stops and everything. He's not focusing on doing the dance moves, uh, like Craig would. Yep, he has been fantastic. He really has been. Right now, hopefully he can keep it up because again, he has term on his contract, which is always big when you're making a trade. Especially because, again, Greg was on an expiring deal. So at least they got something for him, and they got a pretty damn good player, too. Jags fans were hating on Tyson Campbell. They said he sucked. No, he doesn't suck. He just needed to be in a system that fits him. He's a press corner. What does Jim Schwartz love to do? Play press coverage, for the most part. Unless, he feels like he needs to play some zone, which he will. But he loves these press man corners. Denzel and Tyson Campbell fit that to a T. What's up, Daniel? Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the one comment. All right, so yeah, he's got a potential out. He's got 2027, 15 million, and 2028, 14 million. But I believe he could be out after this year. It'd be a 3-year deal, 33 million with zero dead cap. Now, they could have done that had he not been playing well. But he's playing pretty good, and honestly, I'd keep him around for at least another year or so, just see what he can do. I don't think there's any dead cap after this, right? Or am I tripping? I'd keep him around. See what he can do. See if he can build off of this. Give him a full off season with the Browns and see what he can do. Right? Why not? It'd be great. Save us a lot of time and energy trying to find a replacement for Greg. But yeah, I mean, good win though for the Browns. I mean, winning in general is fun, but beating a rival the way that we did just hits so hard, man. I love it. I really do. You know, freaking love it. Just the fact that we shut them down is hilarious. We beat Aaron Rodgers. In fact, we actually weathered the classic Aaron Rodgers, I guess, legacy drive as well. He's done that to so many teams in his career, walked them down the field and won the game, or in that case, would have tied the game, unless they would have went for two. Yeah, they marched down the field, but they didn't score. because Arthur Smith thought, you know what? Let's do this play here. And then Aaron Rodgers was like, I'm going to throw it to the same guy pretty much 3 times. Don't even try to, get a quick pass. But you know why they did that? You know why they did the quick passing bullshit? Because Myles Garrett exists. If you watch, I think it was one of the last passes that was thrown in the game. I think was it Gainwell was wide open in the middle of the field. But there's a problem. Myles Garrett is bearing down on Aaron Rodgers. In the time it would have taken him to turn and throw the ball to Gainwell, Garrett would have blown his ass up. No problem. Oh, pause. He would have sacked him, and who knows, that ball could have come out. We would have taken it, ran it to the other end, and scored a touchdown. Oh my God. That's all they would have needed. Have a dude wide open, but because he was not looking the way originally, he boom, sees him open, goes to throw it. Oh, here comes Garrett. Oh, just hits him from behind, ball pops out. Grant dumping his ass. Where'd you get that from? Browns should draft Caleb Downs. I'm not saying Delpit's like elite. He's good. Just hasn't been playing well this year. I'd rather have him than Juan Thornhill. Right? By the way, the Blue Jackets won again today. That's cool. They've won 3 in a row. And yeah, the Cavs won today too. In fact, let's see how they did. Because I watched a little bit of the game. I was kind of popping back and forth between other things as well. I didn't even look at the freaking box score. Mitchell had like 10 points. For a 7-round mock draft? That's coming in April. I only do 1 mock draft a year. I'm not like I used to be, where I just do one every friggin' week or whatever. Nah, I'm not doing that. You got me messed up if you think I'm going to be doing that. I got other stuff to worry about. If this was just a Browns channel, I probably would have been. But I do other teams, and it's like, I can't fit no damn 7-round mock draft out there. I don't even know who's declaring yet. I mean, I don't even know like where everybody's fitting in right now. I'm not going to be doing a mock draft in December. Because, man, I do a mock draft now, it's going to look completely different by March. Come on now, get real. Okay, so yeah, they play the Suns on New Year's Eve. Do I really want to try to stream that game? I might have to. Wow, Jarrett Allen actually had 27 points. Holy shit. Of course, I don't stream, and Jarrett Allen has one of his best games. He led the team in scoring. It's because I didn't stream. That's why. He went for 27. I don't even want to, I didn't watch the game pretty much. I watched a little bit here and there. And this dude went for 27 points. He even outscored Wembenyama. He had a game high score. Oh my God. Of course he does that when I don't stream him. Now, if I would have streamed this game, he would have been bitched by freaking Wembenyama. He would have had like 5 points. Garland had 15. Yeah, none of our shooters were doing anything today. So go figure. the guy that has to contend with Wembanyama the most goes off. Oh, it's just classic. And no Thomas Bryant, no Lonzo? No Lonzo today? Did they straight up bench his ass? Because if they did, that's ballsy. Get it? Ballsy. No, but that's tough, man, for Lonzo. Lonzo be Gonzo. Ooh. But I'm not doing no mock draft right now. You're going to have to wait until April for that. Or draft time. Yeah, man. I mean, win. What a freaking win by the Browns. Cleveland Browns. And Cleveland Browns. If you know that reference, yeah. There's a TikToker, I think, that does videos that's like that. It's like, and we're Cleveland Browns. We punt, we punt, we punt. That's tough. I'm just scrolling through Twitter, and as you'd expect, because I've talked about it endlessly over the last few weeks, my timeline on Twitter is literally like 95% Stranger Things stuff. Really cool edits that people make, theories, trailer edits and stuff that people be doing. By the way, the final trailer for Stranger Things ever comes out tomorrow. And I already know the moment it comes out, everybody on Twitter is going to get their scalpels out and everything. And they're going to be picking that ish apart. Every little bit, they're going to be picking it apart to see what they notice. Who's in each clip? That's what they're going to be looking at. Who's here? Who's there? What's going on here? What's going on there? It's like, oh no, that dude's screaming. Who freaking got taken away? Who got? Like, let's be serious here, guys. If you've watched any movie that involves explosive devices, right? You know exactly what's probably going to happen in the finale. Because of course they're gonna try to blow something up. Because that's what they love to do. They love blowing stuff up. Especially in a movie. I mean, come on. If you're doing an action or a horror movie and you're not blowing something up, something is wrong with you. Especially an action movie. But you know how it's going to go, right? They're going to set the explosive device. They're going to set the timer. But oh no, the timer's not working. Someone's got to stay behind to set the boom boom thing off. Got to be careful what I say on here because I know the AI police is waiting. They're lurking in the shadows. No, like YouTube has an AI algorithm thing that kind of monitors what you say and stuff. So gotta be careful. Don't want to say no magic words. And you know how it works. If you've watched Armageddon, that movie about the meteor, right? Astronauts go on this meteor to try to blow it up to save the Earth. And what do you know? The explosive device isn't working. Someone has to stay behind to pull the trigger, right? Well, that's my theory for the finale. Somebody going to stay behind and take one for the team. That's my ultimate theory. It happens every freaking big time, in every action movie with a boom boom device in it. Every single time, for the most part. If you're going to have a movie with an explosive device, it's like a running tradition to have someone stay behind to pull the trigger. And it's going to be a big character, too. Yeah. It's going to be a big character. So be prepared to cry and get pissed off at the directors because that's what they do now. Yeah, that's what I've learned about the Stranger Things fan base. When they don't like something, they get pissed off at the directors. Which I guess that's the way to do it, right? The script writers, the directors. Why'd you have to take him out, man? What did he do to deserve that? Yeah, crazy though. But that's the way it is. I mean, live action series can only go on for so long. Different than cartoons. With cartoons, you could have that thing go on for 20 plus years. The Simpsons, Family Guy, and SpongeBob, last I saw, were still going. And it's been like 20 plus years for all three of those shows. They're still going. The only thing you need is your voice. Now, of course, as we've seen with some SpongeBob characters, when the voice actor passes away, then that character just vanishes. Rest in peace, Mermaid Man. Oh, Mermaid Man. Speaking of uh, rest in peace, of course, I don't know if anyone in the chat is from the trash talk community. I used to do TTC videos all the time, right? When I first started YouTube, I had this bright idea to try to be a trash talker. Okay? Come on here, make hate week videos and talk trash about my opponent. Of course, if you were watching my stuff years ago, you guys remember the bouts I had, the back and forths I had with Dashy, right? Every time we faced the Bengals, me and him would literally go 6, 8 rounds throwing videos at one another. Well, the I guess the OG TTC community, I guess, lost a goat today. From what I understand, I haven't heard any details. All I saw was Dashy post a live stream earlier today talking about it. I saw Duke Bothers and a few others post videos about it too. But I guess Simus 1974 went to the tailgate in the sky today. Goated Cowboys content creator. Always would do live streams. I popped in his live streams every once in a while. Say what's up. You know, he'd do hangouts and stuff. And man, I heard that news and I was like, damn, man, really? In fact, I think he was just live a few days ago. Let me actually take a look real quick. I'm pretty sure he was. But yeah, he was one of those fans that, as they say, kept it real. He wasn't about the BS. That's honestly what made him a goated trash talker. He could spit venom, as they say. He would verbally crush you with his words. Like, you think you could trash talk against him? No. There's only a few trash talkers on this platform that could go toe to toe with him. One of them was one of the other OG GOATs, Bad Dog Sports, formerly Mr. Bad Dog 7676. I think he was one of the only ones that that I knew of, that I know I'm here, that could go toe to toe with him. MacMan could go at it with him, of course. Every time you would see Simus and Bad Dog go at it, it'd be like King Kong versus Godzilla. When you see those two making videos at one another, the thing you want to do is go get a beverage, popcorn, food, whatever, get in your chair, sit back, and hit the damn play button and just watch the fireworks. Because those two You talk about a 12-round boxing match. That's what it would be like in one video. They would be spitting fireballs at one another. I mean, damn. It'd be like Ali versus Frazier, right? Pretty much. Yeah, in terms of trash talk videos. And it's funny because my dumbass thought I could be like them. So I learned that quickly. I am not a certified trash talker. So I just throw in a little trash talk in my preview videos. Not to mention, the day and age on YouTube, you can't really be putting hate in your titles of your videos. So I just throw a little hate in my preview videos. I save it mainly for rivalry games, as you'd imagine. Eh, that's how I beat the system. I outsmarted the system, right? I put in a preview video in the title, and then, yeah, I talk about the game, but then I'll throw shots at your team, right? Like, for instance, this week we faced the Bungles. They're freaking trash. They're garbage. They ain't been in about anything. Myles Garrett's going to sack Joe Burrow 6 times. Now, of course, with us facing the Bungles this week, you know what that means. She's back again. Just like started a video with this and just kept my wrist up the entire time. Because I swear my wrist, I can't bring it down. Oh man, I need Shador to go off this week too. Have a great ending to the season. Imagine he goes out and shreds the Bungles. I would love every minute of it, as you'd imagine. Ending our season with back-to-back wins against division rivals would be great. I know people would hate it because, oh man, draft position, yeah. Man, you ask me, would I rather beat my rivals or get better draft pick? Give me beating my rivals all day long. Just, yeah, we'll be picking at the bottom of the draft. I get to gloat. And we end the season on a high note. Which, that high note is still very much, very, very low. But you win back-to-back games. And you're feeling good heading into the offseason. As good as you could feel after winning 5 games. Then again, you look at our schedule and you think, if we were healthier, if we weren't freaking having a quarterback who's like Tua 2.0 starting half our games, we might have won a few more. It is what it is. I just hope they don't fumble around this offseason and send us backwards. By the way, too, why I saw a freaking tweet earlier today talking about the Browns were talking to 2 former GMs, Tom Telesco and Chris Greer, about joining the front office. Didn't we already have Bob Quinn in our freaking front office too? How many dumbass dummy GMs do we need in our freaking front office? They all suck. That's why they're fired. And Andrew, if you don't watch yourself, you could be next. Dummy. Look real quick. So yeah, Charles Woodson is indeed a limited partner Haven't really seen him around the team though, so he's off doing his own stuff. But he is a limited partner, which is cool. Yeah, Bob Quinn and Chris Polian are both in the front office for the Browns. Yeah. And then, you look at the rest of the staff. I'm going to actually talk about right now who I think is safe and who's gone. Who is safe and who is gone. Kevin, on the fence. Bubba, bye-bye. Tommy Reese, I think if he wants to stay, I think he could. But I could see a college knocking on his door saying, yo, you want to come coach here? I could see him jumping at that opportunity. Bill Musgrave, he's safe. Deuce, I think he's safe. Chad, he needs to get the heck out. He's a bum. What has our receivers really done besides Amari having those monster games and that? I'm surprised he's still here. Get Chad out of here. Honestly, I could see him staying around. Assistant wide receivers coach Stephen Bravo Brown. Nah, who knows? Christian Jones didn't even. I forgot he was our tight ends coach. But hey, look what he did with Harold Fannin. Honestly, I think he stays. Mike Bloomgren, I think he stays if he wants to. Sanders Davis, Ben Wilkerson, Nick Charlton, and Nemo Washington, I think they're all pretty much safe. I don't know. You're not going to fire a freaking pass game specialist. Now, defensively, I love this staff. Jim Schwartz, if he wants to stay, I think he stays. Jock, he stays. Adam Morris, I could see him sticking. Jason Tarver, man, forgot how good of a coach he was. He's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. Our linebackers have actually been pretty good. Look at freaking Schwarzenegger. He's probably going to be the rookie of the year. Yeah, I like Tarver. He's not bad. I think he stays. Brandon Lynch, same thing. Ephraim Banda stays. Zach Dunn and Jeff Anderson, they're whatever. They're like so down far. They're so far down in the totem pole. I don't even think we'd even hear about if they got fired. All right, so yeah. I think if any coaches get fired, it's going to be Bubba and Chad. I think Bubba's gone. He has to be. There's no way they keep him around next year. Our special teams literally cost us a few games. I mean, literally, we should have won week one. Can't make a kick. Should have beat the Jets. Gave up two, not one, two special teams touchdowns. And think about all the other bad plays, big plays we've given up on kick and punt returns, too. That's what I'm saying. Bubba needs to be gone. Bubba needs to go bye-bye. But yeah, we have been rolling for almost 40 minutes now. I actually was planning on making this only like a half hour. But yeah, so of course, rest in peace to my dude, Simus. That, seeing that video from Dashi and then the other videos posted earlier, I was like, wow, really? In fact, how long ago did he freaking. I could have sworn he posted something like a few days ago. I could have sworn he did. Simus says, my dog. My dog. Wow. Yeah, he streamed 7 days ago. Titled Up Your Feelings. Ah, man. His streams were something else. Wow. He posted a video 2 weeks ago titled Coming in 2026, Get Ready. Yeah, I see Duke Bothers streamed earlier talking about it. And Duke Bothers is live now, actually. Wow. That's sad. All right. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. Of course, I'll be doing my preview video for the last game of the season tomorrow. That's going to be fun, I'm sure. I'm facing the Bungles in Cincinnati. Last game. And then all we can do is sit back and wait and see what the heck happens with Kevin. Do they get rid of him? Do they keep him? Are any coaches even going to get fired? I really have no idea. They might just keep everyone here for another year, which would piss me the hell off. Wow, so they're tearing down Aloha Stadium finally. Wow. Took them forever to get rid of that dumb stadium because it's a dump. Yeah, how about that, B Skrills? Browns win, Cavs win. We all win. Yeah, Blue Jackets won too. And you know what's even funnier? I don't talk about them on the video in the videos at all. The Columbus Crew might be hiring a new manager, or they will be hiring a new coach eventually. The leader, I guess, is this dude named Russell Martin. No relation to the baseball player. I was like, Russell Martin? Oh, that's interesting. Coming over from Scotland, I believe. He worked with Southampton, Rangers, who is Celtic's biggest rival. That's where the Crew's old manager went, or old coach. That'd be kind of funny, though. But yeah, today was a pretty good day. It was a pretty fun weekend. Browns win, Cavs win, Blue Jackets win. Buckeyes got the number one overall player in the class of 2027 tonight, too. Damn, how about this? From Ari Myrov. The Panthers Bucks game on Saturday is no longer a win and in game for Tampa. Even if the Bucks win, the Panthers would still take the division if the Falcons beat the Saints on Sunday. So really, if the Falcons win, then Panthers are in no matter what. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. This has actually gone on a little longer, but yeah, almost 45 minutes. So I will be back tomorrow for my preview for the Bungle game, and then we'll see if anything else happens. So with that being said, shout out to everyone who popped in: Jacob, Michael Yoder, Daniel. I think that's Rays. I'm pretty sure Web Elix is Rays, and then Fox, of course, and B Squirrels. Shout out to y'all. Have a good rest of your night. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns, and I'm out. Big win for the Browns on Sunday. Of course, shout out to all the Steeler fans, too, that I know on here. Steel Jackson, Max Sports, Mac Main, Renegade, Steel Jedi, Steel Twins, right? Ruined Steel. Haven't heard from him in, God, forever. But yeah, shout out to all those Yinzers and the Steeler fans that watch my stuff, right? It's feel weird being a Steeler fan and getting your ass kicked by the Browns in Cleveland every year, huh? In fact, they have not won a game in Cleveland with like the game that wasn't quarterbacked, started by Big Ben. They haven't won a game in Cleveland without Big Ben since 2003. Because there was that one time where Ben didn't start, but he came in and they cooked us. Of course. But yeah, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. As Skrill says, go Browns, Cavs, Indians, Guardians, and Buckeyes, of course. And Blue Jackets. And the Crew. But yeah, guys, see y'all later. Go Browns. I'm crazy dog for real, and I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah.